Smash 4, I kind of took it more seriously amongst my group of friends, but I remember I would hop online and Smash 4 and play For Glory, and Mac would always frustrate the hell out of me. Yeah. So I can understand why, like, when you're a little bit less understanding of the mechanics of the game, why they would think that. But.
Oh, I was just curious on like what people outside the scene would really think, like just like if they play casually or like from stuff they see, what would they think? And when like Little Mac came out, I was like, oh, really?
Well, it's interesting because I probably would have said that I think before I started learning the game a little better, Smash 4 when I was playing that, I probably would have said Ganon was like the top tier in that game too. It's just because I was always so frustrated by it. I think a lot of it's just personal experience, like who do your friends play that beat you, and that's like who you think are the best characters if you don't have exposure like competitive players do.
All right, so we got a little Joker duo going on right now, Zagoo versus Hex.
I think we called a Zagoo Hex match last week as well.
They did have to play each other last week.
It's also cool that you can ask people at work what they think of Smash Bros. If I ask my coworkers, they'd be like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Okay, so I guess for context, like if I had to list all of the like most popular answers I had received, #1 definitely would have been like, Sarah, we have no idea what you're asking us. Yeah. But the couple that did know gave me those characters. Now, last time these two played, I know Zagoo was able to close out the match. He has a lead right now, but I do know that Hex is no joke.
No, absolutely not. I think that Hex is someone, based on what I've kind of seen Zagoo talking about, heard him talk about, seen him on Twitter, I think he's someone that he definitely respects as an opponent. I think it's someone that he takes very seriously in the matchup with, and I feel as well you can kind of see some adjustments that Hex has already made from what he learned playing in last week. Zagoo is so good at those, just
the gun down,
raining on people's parade
with bullets.
Yeah. Trading from that ledge there. Looks like they're just waiting for someone to bite on.
And they're both pretty close to getting our send.
Right. And Zagoo's bites first.
Hex is doing a really good job at keeping his space just right out of Zagoo's hitboxes, what he's like trying to throw out.
Right. Very,
very good. Doing a really good job at running down the Arsene meter as well, because now it's gone, and like that, it's gone.
And his is still
about
to be right there. Just a few more shots, and he's tries a Zagoo on Zagoo. Doesn't hit with any of them, but it was a good shot to switch it up, I think. That's something we haven't seen Hex try to bury Zagoo with that one yet. But
whoa!
Wow.
That was really good for Zagoo because Hex was literally just so close to getting Arsene.
Yeah, that was important. And
now he's close.
Tables are turned. He's got it full, and
even
hey,
game.
Here we are. Smash into the up air. Gets a good aerial combo and
gaining a good lead, but now Zagoo has Arsene.
Here comes Hex.
Everyone's got Arsene.
We got 4 people out there.
Ooh. Oh. I don't even know what happened. They just collided. But not bad. I think compared to last week for sure, Hex had a little bit of a better grasp on what Zagoo was up to, and I almost feel like he incorporated some of Zagoo's playstyle into his as well. So yeah, that was probably throwing him off when he saw Hex trying to rain down some bullets.
He also, I saw Zagoo bit hard at the start of this match while we were still talking about your coworkers. He bit hard on a counter at the ledge too. So, something that was working for Zagoo over and over and over last week. So.
Right. Plus, in that first game, Hex did a really good job when Zagoo got Arsene, literally keeping his space with punishing. Zagoo got Arsene, but then wasn't really able to get much out of it because Hex was just doing a really good job at keeping it at bay and running it down.
Yeah. Hex is the first one to push Zagoo off, but Zagoo with an early Arsene here. Hex Arsene meter not even halfway, so he's going to have to fight this one out before his reinforcements come through. And,
and here they come. And he did the rain. Oh.
What a great read net dirt there.
Yeah, when Joker has Arsene, you got to be careful when you want to come back to that ledge because the spike is possible. Ooh, forward smash doesn't quite get Zagoo.
Great DI, keeping him alive just to put on a few more of those percentage points before his stock is gone, but let's see if he can make anything out of it. Tried for the ledge trump there, but barely missed it. Zagoo back, able to get on stage comfortably, and now he's back playing his game again. Just this constant ledge pressure when you're off it. Oh, and hey, when you're if that was me, I would have smacked him in the face while he was mid
charge,
mid Rebels guard there. But
I think that was really good that Hex kind of waited a second, saw that he was trying to,
again.
Nice.
Like we said earlier, Zagoo really took advantage of that last week against him. We didn't see it too much in game one. In fact, we saw Hex get Zagoo with a counter at the ledge, and this time Zagoo tried it for himself and been punished twice.
Right. I think the difference between this time and last time when they fought, Zagoo, when he was trying to charge up Arsene, he was doing it like kind of split second where Hex had probably already started hitting buttons to hit him. This time Hex is kind of waiting and expecting Zagoo to try and, get Arsene off of hits like that.
Hex going to get as much extra credit out of this stock as he can, and he's got Zagoo kind of in the spot where he wants him to be if he's going to get those 2 extra percentage points put on him before Zagoo takes that stock.
Not to mention he's about to get our... Ooh, whoa. I spoke too soon.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. He was about to get Arsene, but Zagoo... Good on Zagoo for being able to close out the stock before Arsene came out, but he is still at 112, which is kind of risky.
Definitely not the spot you want to be, but I don't think Zagoo's scared. Remember last week we saw him come back from exactly this position. It was 135 to nothing, and about 30 seconds later.
Ooh, he tried to go for the spike, but.
And you have to do that when you're.
Right.
Especially when you're that comfortable, on the ledge. Spike, when you have as many tools as Joker does, and you know how to use them as well as Zagoo does, and you're down 140 to 20, you have to try that.
Right.
And Hex did a great job of reading it, knowing what was going to happen, and punishing for it and taking game 2. So, I think that was well played by both of them, and I'm excited to see how Zagoo here is going to answer back. I mean, it's been quite a while since we've seen Zagoo kind of down in a spot like this. I mean, he's been so good lately. Typically he's in control, and a lot of times you haven't seen him go to these game 3s this early in bracket too. So we'll see what he does.
He has expressed that the Joker Ditto matchup for him kind of undesirable.
Remember you were talking about this last week.
You
were telling us all of his secrets.
To quote, "It's not fun." Well, I don't know why he thinks it's not fun.
I don't.
But
my Ditto matches, I think it's like the same way. I don't hate them. I don't feel like I have an advantage or disadvantage. Same character. It's just not. Like I said, it's not fun. It's not a.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy it. All right. I'm playing an AM bracket. I'm gonna hop off. But hey, you're probably gonna see me back here soon. So great.
Try to hit him down. Ooh. Hex racking up some extra credit. So I think if Zagoo's unable to close out this stock, it could be quite difficult to come back. Try to go for a forward smash. as we said before, it really does seem like Hex has definitely taken some notes off of Zagoo's playstyle, using more of the rain down bullets. Also playing very patiently when he, at least when he needs to kind of like whiff punish. It's kind of hard to say who's going to take this. They're both so good players. They're both so good. Hex has our Sen. Good grabs and jabs to knock down that Arsene meter. Not a bad idea. Ooh, try to get a forward smash. Only has a slight lead. This is still very close. Kind of making me nervous, to be honest. Ooh, try to go for a forward smash. Oh, very nice. Hex was able to close out the stock and live. This is a really good time for Hex to have Arsene, because now, even though he's at high percent, he's really going to be able to rack up a really good amount of extra credit, and it looks like he might be able to close out. Ooh! Waiting out Arsene meter, yep. I know that's like one of two that I know counterplays to Joker, waiting Arsene meter or grabbing to jab out the meter. Even though Hex has Arsene, this is still a very close game. You really can't tell who's going to win this. They're both playing so well. And they're both just jumping around and shooting bullets. Try to go for a back air. Whoa! I don't know what happened. He just fell. That's unfortunate.